talk about a completely new brand of phone, the Infinix.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's the first time you got to experience this phone and the brand, and we're looking forward to the devices of this phone. Today we're going to talk about the Infinix S2. It's not a very marketable phone right now. It's not available in the market as such in my country. I'd say it's pretty famous outside.
Yeah,
abroad.
especially in Saudi Arabia and Egypt and these countries.
Okay.
I've seen it's very popular there.
Okay, yeah, okay, in the Gulf countries.
Yeah.
I mean the Arab countries. Okay, and right now this is only available in our country. I think mostly on the net.
Online.
Yeah, on the website.
Yeah.
So they've given this opportunity to us to review their phone. And
yeah, definitely. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know about this phone is that it's pretty much a budget device.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even though in every single phone they try to market the phone as a high-end, phone, but it's definitely no mistaking that this is a budget device, and as such it should be reviewed as a budget device as well. It's like if I say that I'm expecting a 2K display and huge speakers and stuff like that, with 700 GB of storage. I can't really all these criticism is not really warranted since it's really not a device that should have that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is pretty much a budget device, and
Yes.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about it as it is a budget device.
Yes. And I think that we should start with criticism because of course I think in this price range we'll talk about later. I think it's a very good device.
Okay.
Okay. So first we're going to talk about the build quality of this phone.
Yes.
Yes, and keeping in mind that it's a budget phone.
Yeah. Okay. So the build quality is pretty much as you would expect from a Xiaomi phone or like a Huawei low-end phone, right? It's metal on the back.
Yeah.
Right, but the front and but the top side and the bottom side is plastic, and the side has this chrome thing. Yeah, but and the buttons are pretty plastic as well.
Yes.
I'd say that as far as build quality goes, this is pretty much in the middle.
Yes, I think I've used this phone for some time, and I think it's really comfortable in the hand.
Yeah, it is comfortable.
Yeah, it's
even though
smooth.
even though there is metal on the back, I don't think the metal is actually structurally helping the device. It's really just there for show.
Everything is for show.
Yeah, but still, in metal unibody, it's like it gives it a bit of.
It's not a unibody.
Structure. Yeah,
right?
it's not a unibody,
So,
but that's what I'm trying to say. That.
yes, but then again, it's a budget phone, so
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? So the backside is there just for
yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there's also this fingerprint sensor on the back, and on the front side there is a 5.2 inches of screen, right? And there's there are 3 buttons and all right, you know this stuff from the video. Okay, so as far as build quality go, it's pretty much in the middle. It's not as good as the higher end phones.
Yes.
Right, it does feel good, and it is very this is built like to fool people into thinking that it's actually really good, even though it's not that good.
I think it's quite okay.
It's okay. That's
I mean, rather than buying a Samsung device in the same price range, and I know that I'm gonna get shit in that price range. I think I should probably buy this device.
Is pretty shit.
Yes, I mean their cheap stuff is shit. That's true.
Definitely.
Yes, so I definitely go for this device.
That's one thing that we can all
agree
the
upon.
entire world and university agree on.
Yes,
Right.
I'm a big Samsung fan, but this is something that's
Okay, so let's move on to talking about the display.
Camera.
Okay, so let's move on to talking about the camera of this device.
Okay, so now this is something special. It's got dual camera in the front.
Which is unheard of, really.
Yes, it
I've
really
never
is.
heard a device with 2 cameras on the front.
And the reason is that it has one wide angle camera, and this is no joke. I mean, this is really awesome. It's like, I mean, I think you have to show a demo to this.
Yes,
you definitely will. It's
that.
like in the normal camera, you have one guy who's taking a selfie and he's in the picture, but with the wide angle camera, there's like 4 or 5 people in the video. It's really awesome. I mean, you don't even need a selfie stick for this kind of thing.
If you
It's
have
so
a selfie
awesome.
stick, selfie stick, it's time to shove it somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a selfie stick, it's gonna look like you're taking a selfie from the moon. I mean, I'm not joking. I literally mean it.
Yeah, even though I've never been a fan of selfies, and even when I am taking a selfie, usually try to be a part of the selfie instead of holding the camera, because when I hold the camera, then I know that my face is gonna be huge, like on that corner.
Exactly.
Right?
But with this device,
with the wide angle, it does make you look like a more normally proportionate man instead of a guy with a giant
Except
head.
in this case, you have very long arms. Like they're
Yeah.
kilometers of arm.
Yes, that's definitely right. Even though I'm not a fan of selfies, I do have to admire the
Yes,
front
I think
camera.
it's a great. I don't know.
It's a great front camera. Okay, so the
I really love this feature of the phone.
Yeah, but the back camera of the phone is pretty mediocre.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. But that's just a payoff that you have to make. It's really like they spent all the money on the front camera,
Yeah.
right? And the back camera is pretty much the run of the mill.
Yeah.
It's not like it's better than nothing. Like it's if you just want to take like in pretty much every normal photo, it's gonna be, but it's not gonna blow you away. It's not gonna blow anyone away.
Yeah, I think when you talk about a mid-range device, you want function.
Yeah.
You don't want to blow people away, because if you want to blow people away, you go for devices like Samsung Galaxy S8 and stuff. With this size,
the camera is pretty serviceable.
Yes, and because of the fact that they're marketing this phone based upon its front camera. So I think that it's a good marketing stunt.
It's good. Front camera is good. Back camera.
Yeah. Okay. So that goes for the cameras.
Yeah.
Talking about the display.
Oh yeah, the display is another aspect where I have to be the voice of reason.
Me too.
Right. The display is a 5.2 inches screen, but it is 1080p. It is full 1080p resolution, and for 18,000 rupees or $180, it is good that at least they give you full 1080p resolution.
Yes.
Right? But the quality of the display panel, I'm not very much a fan of. I'm not a fan of the quality of the display panel.
Yeah.
The whites are pretty much blue.
Yes,
right?
I agree with
it's
that.
It's very cold on the scale.
I mean, we got a chance to review the P10. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, and we competed both the devices side by side, and they both have 1080p displays, but there's long difference.
If you have
I mean, of course, they're both price difference is also long.
Yeah, but still, like even if you have a pretty much a little bit more expensive device, like a $200, $220 device side by side, and then display is gonna be it's not gonna look good.
I mean, I bought Motorola Drive Turbo for $190 off contract, so that's another thing, of course. And I've got 2K display and everything.
Can you please stop bragging about that?
Yeah, sure. It's okay. I mean, if you really want something good, you can get it good. Even cheaper and stuff.
Okay, so I'm saying that as far as the display goes, I think it's pretty okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right? The colors are not as saturated as I want to be. They're very much a bit colder. They're not as saturated as I would like.
Okay.
Right?
And there's also, I think the rest is okay.
Screen is pretty okay. Yeah, okay. So
that's much about the screen. Now talking about the software of this phone.
Yeah, this is the point where pretty much all my problems start. The software on this device. And what?
Your problems start and end.
Oh. Okay, so the software of this device is pretty buggy. Right? I didn't like, especially when I didn't like the software at all. It's all over the place. Like I don't know what they are trying to do with the software. It's definitely not working.
Yes.
Okay, so there are a couple of bugs.
Yeah, of course.
In the software, when I can for some reason you can't change the wallpaper, which is I don't understand why is that. Like if you change the home screen wallpaper, that's gonna stay. Okay, but if you put a live wallpaper, like I like to use Care WP, I can't put that there. It just changes back automatically.
Yeah, it's really not that good.
And on the lock screen wallpaper, you can't change it at all. You can just change it to whatever you want, and then you turn off the phone, turn it on. It's again back to the
it's overridden. Your settings are overridden. And one more thing that my friend here forgot to discuss was very important. It was that the name of the operating system is Chameleon OS. And yes, and it's Chameleon, and you can't change it. I mean, that's ironic. Sorry to say.
It should just fit in. It should just blend in.
I mean,
but it doesn't.
When I first got into settings and I saw the name of the operating system, the UI. I was like, okay, Chameleon OS, that's a great name. But then when I tried to change it, and it doesn't change.
You found out it's pretty good.
Yeah, I found out it's Chinese Chameleon. It doesn't change.
I think they should name it to Chameleon.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's being sarcastic. No, I think that I love the name of the UI and everything, but this is definitely some working. They have to
pretty much fix the software, or just stick to stock Android. It's much easier and much cheaper just put stock Android in this phone.
Yes, it's cheaper,
Right.
but if it was something marketably, I don't know.
I don't know. They can the Motorola markets the stock Android.
Well, Motorola is bankrupt. So I would rather not talk about that.
Okay.
Because if you wanna, build your own esteem and everything,
Okay. I
and your own unique image, you gotta do something,
Okay.
So I think that
But at least make the software good. At least make it good.
Yes, that's something they have to work with. There's a lot of bugs. It's very buggy.
Yeah. Please make the software good.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, at least fix the issues that people experience in usual days. I mean, a normal user would definitely want to change the wallpaper, and it doesn't change, then it's
Okay, so let's move on to the performance of the phone. It had a MediaTek processor.
Okay,
and
so
if you have seen a previous video, you know how I feel about MediaTek.
But if they haven't seen, then please
allow me to
surprise them.
Okay, so prepare to be surprised. MediaTek processors are pretty okay.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say shit.
I don't use that type of language in this video. That's disgusting.
Yes, and I would want to tell what he was gonna put in the video, which I told him not to. So please, can you move forward?
Okay.
With this bullshit.
Even though I haven't been a fan of MediaTek processor, I think in this phone the performance is pretty good.
Yes, I think
was
it's good.
expecting it to be completely slow, completely lag, and a lot of errors and force closes. But surprisingly, it doesn't have that.
Yeah, it doesn't have any force closes. That's a good thing.
Yeah, especially in Snapchat, since Snapchat is such a heavy application, it's very unoptimized for Android. Okay. I was expecting a lot of lag there, but it surprised me. It surprised me really. It's actually really good. Performance is really good, and the games run pretty well. Even though the RAM is only 2 GB, but
yes.
I think that it's pretty good. Even then, it's still pretty good, right? Okay, so
yeah, I used it. I think the performance is good.
Right. Okay, so that's it about the performance. Another positive thing about this device is the battery life.
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay, so the battery life of this device is pretty good.
Yes.
Even though it doesn't have quick charging, it charges pretty quickly on the adapter they bring, on the adapter included in the phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, on the adapter included in the box, it charges pretty quickly with that adapter. All right, and the battery life is overall pretty good. The standby time, especially, is really good. It is really good. You can go to sleep at battery 100% and wake up at like 98% in the morning.
That's good.
That's very good. That's very good. I'm really impressed by the battery.
Okay.
And some days I didn't have to charge at all. I will just use it for a day, not charge it, use it again for the next day, no problem. I think they have really done a good job with the battery life. Like, would you add anything?
No, I think that pretty much sums everything. I mean, for a change from the usual brands, the Huawei and Samsung and everything, I think it's a pretty good change.
Especially for the.
I mean, I was not really hoping something like this, but I've heard that this company is really getting into the race right now, and that's. I mean, I remember Huawei started from nothing, really nothing. I mean, their phones were like
garbage,
and they have come, a long way.
Definitely.
And I think Infinix started better than them, and I think that this.
And even Samsung, like if you think about the S1 and the S2.
Yes, I bought the S1. Yeah, there was so much hype about the phone. Samsung.
This is a good market.
Yeah, it was first ever time that they were going to introduce Android at such a level by Samsung and everything. Yeah. So I think that this is a pretty good start for Infinix, and
do you think that over time the devices are just going to get better? And
yes, I believe they would, inshallah.
Yeah, and I can't wait to use their other devices, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe and share and everything, you already know how to do all that stuff.
Okay, thank you.